carefully knock. You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment. I guess no one is in. The lieutenant looks uncomfortable. Lieutenant, what is your opinion of this task we're undertaking? Let's be honest, this isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself. Lieutenant replies, still inspecting the padded door. Apparently, working with a local union boss to get info on investigation is not something I'm squeamish about. So you don't mind if I unlock the door? I mind that a local thug is using the RCM for his busy work, but if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. It's nice that we check this out with him first. On the other hand, he looks at the surrounding windows uncomfortably. We could just tell Everett we opened the door and leave. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it. Lie to Everett? That's also an option? Yes, presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. He crosses his arms. You took this task, you make the call. The door is right here, you can just open it and be done with this. Besides, if you never open it, you're never going to find out what's behind the door. That's what I want to know. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Hopefully, no one heard. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft, a whistle. I'm going in. Okay, I think there's something in here pertinent to the investigation. I think. Let's get my flashlight out. I don't know whether I want to wear this hat. It gives me -1 rhetoric, but +1. Reaction speed can be good. I'm going to put it on. And that's a good look. A really good look. Just a shame. I don't like penalties, but rhetoric it might not be the end of the world having that. We'll see if we can get a better one from somewhere. We want the flashlight. We've got stuff to pick up, so... Ooh, what's he seen? The smell of disinfectant in the room smells like chemicals. These are... What are these on the shelf? Colonial mug collection. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. Tap on the mugs. A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn. What do I mean, uncomfortable? It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath he's just making fun of these people. Cynical, slippery bastard. You ain't going to change someone's mind by calling them a bastard. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs and puts it back down with a look of disdain. I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment. Whip out your yellow man mug and compare. Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. Same humour, same mocking lines. There's the missing tin soldier. The lieutenant looks at the mugs next to each other. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. It was worth coming in here then. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say. An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often. Yes, my hunch tells me I should. I don't like that hat. Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash? Who knows? Lieutenant opens his notebook. I'm not expecting too much from this. Clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence. Move on from the mugs. We can come back and look at them again if we need to. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Take all. Take the shirt. Oh, a Logic shirt. We're going to have a look at this. I'm currently wearing a drama shirt. I could do with some Logic. I have a penalty in Logic. Let's put a +1 Logic shirt and look a bit smarter. That looks a bit better. We're going up in the world now. What are we looking at? A flag? You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. What's with the sun? This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle. What's the sevenfold sun miracle? It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. Lieutenant. The old flag of the suzerain. He looks around in the apartment. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy. Do I want to bow down to the flag? No, don't bow to the flag. The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colourful fabric with a sun sewn into it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing. What's this? A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. So it's an old guy, this. I wonder if it's one of those 2 old Bulls players that lives here. I'll take his medicine. Thank you very much. And what's this? A small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? Unlikely. But it's, drugs. Is that all there is? Someone interested in the old empire. Well, it's been interesting, but I guess we better leave. Nothing in the bookshelf. So where does that leave me? Where does that leave me? Well, we got in there. We've opened the thing. I need to go back into... Oh, sod, yes. I need to go back into the bookshop. Where was the way out of this? There's another way into that building, which we will sort out later. Put my flashlight away. I've forgotten about that bookshop thing. We need to go back down into the pit. Actually, I think we've got a shortcut to it now. Do I want to go and talk to... Let's talk to one of these guys. These are both old-fashioned guys.
Officer!
Can't do that.
God damn it, pull yourself together.
What about this old dude?
Oh, I have really outdone myself.
He takes a bite out of
This
his
is divine.
sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Not very nice, is he?
René, it's the little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Oh, hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Have I not talked to him? I think I upset them so much by throwing the bowl, the petanque ball in the sea. Anyway, you mentioned Jean-Marie Balieu. Who is that? Oh, sweet genie. He gets a dreamy look in his eyes. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol, maybe the entire world. Do not defile her memory, Gaston. There is an almost imperceptibly small tremble in his voice. Let her rest in peace. What? So you both knew her? We knew her all right. His friendly face lights up. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She was René's first girl back when the prick was 16. He looks at the Carabinium almost gently. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal and just be happy. And then you stole her from me! He jerks forward, but then grabs his chest and stops. Easy, fellows. Do not intervene in this. Well, technically you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you 2 had that falling out over the ink you spilled over a pretty yellow dress. We were just boys then. This was different. You, the tall veteran looks at you and nods. No point starting all this over again for the 1000th and the first time, especially when we have company. Turns to you. Officer? What happened to her? She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage, peaceful. René and I were both by her bedside when she died. René simply sharply fills in the silence and adds, no use sugarcoating it, won't bring her back, will it now? Departed, his partner finishes his sentence and chuckles. Until the very end she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I have ever met. Why do you think she was indecisive? She can never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favourite colour, or which one of us to marry. The look in his eyes is happy and distant. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married. That's a bit odd. Heck, he says with a chuckle, technically, we're both still engaged to her. Well, it was worth it for the XP, but by God, that was a strange story. You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy, says Renee. He says with a heavy resentment. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries. Well, pastries will work. He suddenly remembers you were still there, falls silent and turns away. Thanks for sharing. Level up. Excellent. Of course, officer, he says with a smile. Memories are all we have left. What do you know about the dead man? Let me think. He looks at the clouds wistfully. I heard someone was hanged left on a tree for a week, but that's all I really know. Come on, you must have heard something. No, officers, I'm sorry, and I really would like to assist, he adds, smiling apologetically. You're both good guys, I can see that. Then help them, you wimp. Reproach fills his eyes. You rub plenty of shoulder with the gauche caviar in the Union. Someone must know something. I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. His cheeks turn red. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that. He's lying. Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here. Sounds a bit like you're holding back. I'm not, he assures you. I'm not even any... Of course he's holding back. The carabiner crosses his arms. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly. Can I at least finish my sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, Renee? His eyes are furious. I'm not anyone important in the Urine. I just know Everard. How do you know Everard? I think this is the guy who we've just unlocked the apartment of. Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers, he says solemnly. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium. What do you know about history? The carabiner snaps at Gaston. You never witnessed history, only heard about it. Years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history. The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue. Let's not try to get caught in the, Lieutenant lowers his voice, crossfire. Are you a Union member? Oh, his cheeks turn red again. In many ways, yes, like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Everard, Edgar, in the older Debadiers. All know me. In many ways? Oh, yes. So you're not an actual member? Not in the technical sense. His eyes fix on the bulls in the crater. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Everard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things. We've found something out there, definitely. I don't know what it means, but we found something out. So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and Renee's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider. Sorry, I've got to have another drink. My voice is... the back of my throat is so dry. When that runs out, I stop. That's the stream end. Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He frowns. He's a weather vane, turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, he continues, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence, never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already. What are the little things you do for Everard? Writing work mostly, he smiles. Occasionally he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say. What kind of things do you write for him? Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Everard and I have these long talks where he tells his little penman exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself. Is that it? That's all for now. No, thank you, he nods, smiling wide. For being consummate professionals, you'll have this case wrapped up in no time. Looks delicious. Point to the sandwich. Can I have a bite of that? I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food, he says and quickly adds, nothing personal, it's just a principle. The only one you have. The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder, well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of tomato peeking from below, and... is that mayonnaise? Please, man, can I just have a bite? Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. He's squirming, avoiding your gaze. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things. You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich is driving your mind in a singular direction. It must be yours. You're not hearing me, man. I need the sandwich. Please, friend, let's just share it. Off, it's mine. He jerks away, immediately startled by his own reaction. A glimmer of respect flashes in Rene's eyes. Really? Oh, for him. Sorry, officer, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way, he continues cautiously, but the sandwich is mine. I'm not going to share it. And it's gone. When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides, but try to get a bite out of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston. Try to convince Gaston to relinquish his sandwich. 17% chance. I wanted to ask about the union again. Anything I missed? That's all for now. Convince him to relinquish the sandwich. Oh, failed. It was close. A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. Time to get political. What is political? This right here is political. Let's try this then. Your blood sandwich, point to it, is a tool of the oppressors designed to keep the proletariat docile. Let's try that. What? Lieutenant gives you a sharp glance. What oppressors? I'm not going to listen to this commie Connery. He utters through clenched teeth and turns his back to you. Huh? The jolly man is scratching his head in bewilderment. He doesn't understand the situation. Let me ask you, comrade, did you make the sandwich yourself? Look, comrade, the overabundance this sandwich embodies is inherently evil. No, let's go for that one. Did you make the sandwich yourself? Yes, officer. He proudly displays his culinary miracle. It is magnificent. Oh, still, the overabundance this sandwich embodies is inherently evil. I really don't understand how my sandwich could... He starts, but falls silent. Wouldn't you rather have a proper sandwich? A sandwich with a soul? I'd rather just have this one, officer. He's avoiding your eyes. It's really good. Tell this lost comrade that the people's sandwich would be like. Distill the essence of the working man in a sandwich. But imagine a sandwich covered entirely in fine metal dust. No. Imagine a sandwich absolutely minimal in design, sleek, efficient, simple. The scepticism is emanating from the merry senior could be sensed all the way to the Seminine Isles. He's not imagining it. Envision bread as black as the soil it came from. Let's go with... Salt is essential. There can't be too much, because it isn't the proletariat the salt of society. The sandwich owner looks at you, eyes filled with anguish. You're describing prison food, officer. I like different, better food. Fine dining, not jail time. Please drop it. Okay, we'll leave for now. That was a lot of work to try and get a sandwich. It didn't work. Let's see. Tasks. We've opened the apartment door. We should let Everard know we've opened the apartment door. The murder weapon. We need to talk to someone about music. Split a kilo with Kuno. Where did I get that from? Enter flat 12 in the Cape Side apartment building and get Kuno's speed. Sharing him will cement your friendship. And who knows what secrets it will lead to. Take down Kuno's dad. That might be a good idea as well. Can't get into the secret passages yet. Who put the clothes in the trash? We kind of know who that is. We think it's the person in that apartment. Okay, let's go. There's somewhere we haven't been yet. There's an apartment building. Let's go check it out. It's still early in the day. Over the dodgy bridge. Take it this leads on somewhere else. That's where we turned right to get behind there. So, what's this? I found a signal blue naval coat. I'll take it. Hey, up here, piggo. Is he talking to me?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
Cindy the Skull. The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
That's paint.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth? Blood type? The last time I was tested for Hep C?
We just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive.
I was, trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
Despite the sass, she puts the brush aside. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? She turns her head to face the coast and nods disdainfully toward Joyce, performing maintenance on her boat. Hatred? Disgust? It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring. She hisses, that Ozon whore. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Revachol. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have to visit matinees. You mean Joyce? On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world? Why all the negativity? Have you got a crush on her, aching for an opportunity to defend her honour? What are you doing on the wall? Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aerograffito visible from low orbit. She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. So you don't know what to write? You ever tried your hand at graffito? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here though, so just union cads. And my name's not Mona, so why are you so committed to defacing the building? This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know? Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation. I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it? Yeah. I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval. Do you know anything about the recent murder? She wrinkles her nose. I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts. Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner. We aren't put on this earth to make our life pleasant. So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armour. What do I care about some tin eggshells? Isn't armour art? Art for the body? Find the armoured gloves. Alright, sad piggy, I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. She waves her hand in a general westward direction. Have a good time. And there's a little girl wearing the gloves there. No, that's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you. She looks at you, a little sad suddenly. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it. Or a weakness for police officers, miss. He makes a note in his notebook. Thank you, either way. Catch you later, Cindy. Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you. Interesting stuff. There's a block of flats somewhere and I need to get into it. Southwest entrance to the tenements. Oh, I need to get in here. A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. Knock again. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Hold on, who am I speaking to?
It don't matter who I am. Now, go on, get out of here.
Intellectual sandwich extortion fails. I know, I tried my best to get that guy's sandwich. It wasn't to be. From within comes the faint sound of a broom sweeping across the concrete floor. This is the police.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building.
More strangers?
Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
She trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished. Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east. Kim, tell her we're real policemen.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
The lieutenant repeats dutifully. There is no reply. Okay, we're not getting in there, but where's the Well, how do I get around the back then? Because I can't see her. Okay, so it's not there. I don't want to talk to her again. So it must be in here. Oh, maybe I have to go and break the door in. Okay, there's the door. All right, that's it. It says there must be another way into this building. Can I shout at that person up there? Yes, I can. Smoker on the balcony. You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says sotto voce. What's that mean? I don't know.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Open the door and we'll say no more about it. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing. Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt. Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighbouring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
I need to get inside this apartment building. Can you help me? Help you? No, sorry, gendarme. He shakes his charming head. I have to run. Can you tell me your name? My name? My name is Martin Martinez. Unlikely. Good local name. Let's go with that. Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging? I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinez standards. What were you doing last Sunday? Oh, he waves lazily with his cigarette. You already asked me that, didn't you? Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching? Pretty sure I didn't. No, not you, he gestures idly. Some more muscular type. Oh, could it be those two arseholes that turn up in the hotel? The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down. And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman? Last week? I don't know. Look. He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead houseplants litter the scene. He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. This is a game for intellectuals. It is above me. I need to shoot stuff, to steal stuff. That's my level. Big words. See how you hang on his every word. He didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday? He sighs. I had a friend over. What kind of friend? It was my Sunday friend. A Sunday friend? How intriguing. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something? He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighbouring window, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles. What neighbouring window? Up above? Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three. All right, we'll talk later. No, we won't. He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going. Convince him to stay. Suggestion 2. Suggestion is about to get a boost. This is how I like to spend my skill points. Where's suggestion? It's got to be in psyche. Oh, I've got a skill cap of 6 of this. It sounds like a good idea to boost up. What I should have done is... Right, watch this. This is suggestion. Convince him to stay. Right, I can try again. I can try again by putting the point back into that skill and get another go. So I get 2 rolls of the dice. Time to bring out your secret charm, tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his feet like a dog. Yeah, we saw how this worked with the sandwich. What do you want from me? Do you want me to cry? Huh? No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. He takes a quick step back and looks around, clearly disturbed. Listen, I really have to go. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the rail. Good luck with the investigation, and he walks away. Has he actually gone? Okay. So I don't get to retry that. I guess he did say he was going to go, so... Okay. Oh, continue. He's gone. Lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. So we just give up? He could be a witness, him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we've found the way in, we can ask around for his apartment. Great, let's do that. So I go back to the front. Right, so that's nothing in there. Okay, back to the pier. Maybe we can ask about, maybe we can say we're the Sunday friend or something. Maybe I should save the game at this point. It's a locked door. This could be a way into the apartment building, into the smoking man vanished into. Yeah, we kind of guessed there. Hey, are you there? I've checked the backyard, but couldn't get in that way.
Look, we've had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
Oh, good authority. We've got Kim, and we've confirmed that we're officers. Success. You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever. Madam, your non-compliance is hindering a police matter. I may be forced to refer you to for potential prosecution.
I know my rights, and don't you marm me, boy.
The voice snaps back. But the sweeping on the other side of it stopped.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
Oh no, don't go with that. That's a bad move, Kim.
Hold your horses.
You hear the click of a night latch before the lady on the other side gets caught in a coughing
I
spasm.
don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
Thank God for that. Excellent, we've got the key to get in. And we are in. There'll be a lot to do in here, I'm pretty sure.